I'll admit I cheated because I looked here. So Diane, Diana, Joseph, Glenn, Cheryl, Carl, D, and don't call me Lana, as in Donna. So Lana, D, Carl, Glenn, Cheryl, Joseph, and Diana. And I'm Craig. Pardon me? Well, trying. I try. My mom had a gift for names. It was amazing. My mother, well, she would know not even your name. She would know how many kids you had. She probably would know your birthday and your anniversary day, the name of your spouse, and probably the name of your kids. And even something about your kids, like where they went to school or college or something. She was amazing. She was like this database. It was amazing. She could just call it up, and everywhere she went, she knew somebody. And it got to be a joke that um, we used to take bets as her kids to see how long it would take her. Like she'd go to Busch Stadium, how long it would take her before she met somebody that she knew, and literally knew them by name and everything. And she would even go out of town and meet people that she knew from St. Louis. And she wasn't even born and raised here in St. Louis. She was born and raised in northern Indiana and moved to St. Louis when she married my father. So it was really amazing to watch her. So I'm sorry. Close. Elkhart, Indiana. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. She was born and raised there, and born and raised Catholic. And it was kind of interesting. And Catholics were pretty rare up there, even though you're so close to Notre Dame. Catholics were really rare. And she moved to St. Louis in the early '50s, and she was going to get a job, and had several people wouldn't hire her, and they actually said to her face, "We won't hire you because you're Catholic, and you're going to have a family real soon." And she said, "No, we're not going to. We want to save some money first." Now, you can say that, but you'll be out of here within a year having a child. So they wouldn't hire her. Yeah, 3 years. So, mhm, yeah, yep. Today. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Well, you got to go play the lottery today. Well, no, he got you as a wife. I'd say he won the lottery. All right, let's go ahead. Let's stand if you are able and or willing. Let's do some Tai Chi together, shall we? All right, traditional Chinese bow, taking our right hand and making it into a fist, power. Left hand, fingers together, friendship, tucking the thumb, humility, and the fist goes into the palm, and we say, welcome. Thank you so much for being here today. All right, so we're going to start off with some deep breathing exercises. Um, yeah, let's do that first. Then I want something. I want to show you guys something, but let's do our deep breathing first. So standing in the Wuji position, feet shoulder or hip distance apart. A nice gentle bend in the knees, tuck in the tailbone. Head is lifted by a silk thread. Good straight body posture in this direction. Good straight body posture in this direction. If you feel like I'm not working your legs hard enough, you can sink down lower into the Wuji position. Just be careful doing that. That will catch up with you fast, all right? If your legs get tired, kind of raise up, but don't lock the knees out. Always leave a little bit of bend in the knees, okay? All right, long, slow, deep breathing. We're going to breathe from the belly, okay? Let's begin. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Push the hands in front of us next. Inhale, hands to the heart. Exhale, gently push the palms forward. Inhale. Exhale, hands down. Again, big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Arms over the head next. Inhale, hands to the heart. Exhale, gently push the palms towards the ceiling. Inhale, hands to the heart. Exhale, relax the hands down. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Arms to the side. Inhale, hands in front of the heart. Exhale, gently pushing the palms out, fingertips up. Nice stretch. Inhale, hands in front of the heart. Exhale, relax the hands down. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Fingertips up. Feel the stretch in the arms as you do that. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. We'll inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Arms in the diagonals. Inhale to the heart. Exhale, left hand up, right hand down, making one leg of an X. Inhale, hands to the heart. Exhale, right hand up and left hand down. Inhale. And exhale. Good posture, everybody. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale to the heart, nice and slow. Exhale, relax the hands down. Flap the arms like bird wings. Be kind to your shoulders. Big, deep belly breath in. And long, slow breath out. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And lastly, my favorite, therefore it's also your favorite, gathering chi. Big, deep belly breath in. And long, slow breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And there you have it. That's the deep breathing exercises. Use deep breathing to calm your body down. If you're feeling nervous, angry, anxious, having trouble sleeping, try deep breathing. It can be very powerful. Make sure you're breathing from the belly. And when you're breathing, concentrate just on the breathing, not on other stuff around you, right? Not worrying about, do I have to get the car repaired? And, oh, I need to do this when I get home. Keep focusing on your breathing. Kind of gives your mind a break, all right? All right. Questions about breathing? You've been doing it all your life, right? But have you been doing it right all your life? That's the question. All right. So, wanted to remind you they just started in July a yoga class here. Did you go? Yeah. I I've never taken yoga. I know some yoga instructors. I've never taken yoga. I had a chance to meet Pam. She seems delightful. What did you like most about the class? That was kind of her. Okay, excellent. So that happens Tuesday at one, every Tuesday at 1 o'clock, and that's Pamela. So yoga is a very good complementary exercise to Tai Chi. Tai Chi, and especially with the way that I teach it, tends to be more of a dynamic balance exercise. Yoga more of a stretching and relaxing exercise. It sounds like that's the tact that she's taken. There's different ways you can teach Tai Chi. Like I could teach you for the martial arts. I don't think anyone wants to go throw down in the parking lot or anything. So I teach a lot for fall prevention. Um, so good complementary exercise. So you ought to come by and check out yoga if you get a chance. All right. All right. So I want to teach you a little bit about standing today. Okay. I think this is kind of cool. Um, so the long Parkinson's, as you know, is a neuromuscular disease, right? So it affects the neurons in the body. It also affects your muscles, right? So the largest or the longest neural pathway in the body is between the head and the feet, right? And so this is a really good way to kind of work that neural pathway. Also, it is a great way to help you with your balance. And this one works really good. So you can practice the same thing at home with bare feet, especially if you're starting to feel like your feet are, you're getting neuropathy or the numbness in your feet or tingling in your feet. Yeah. So there's been no research to show that Tai Chi has helped with neuropathy. I've seen some ancillary evidence of that. Some of my students have had relief from neuropathy by doing Tai Chi. And I think this exercise helps a little bit, okay? And it's learning how to stand. So this is like the only time I give you permission to lean, all right? So go ahead and stand in the Wuji position. Again, feet shoulder hip distance apart, nice gentle bend in the knees, tuck in the tailbone. I want you to use your chairs on this one because I want you to stay safe, all right? But I want you to practice and just kind of lean forward. So bend forward at the waist, lean forward, and listen to your feet. What are your feet telling you? What's happening with your feet? They want to move forward? Do you feel any more pressure on your toes? And then you feel like your heels start to come up and more pressure on your toes? So that's your feet are telling you what's happening with your body. If you go back to neutral position, you feel the pressure come off of the toes. And yeah, that thought when you move forward, a lot of times you automatically want to start stepping forward, right? We'll get to that with foot freezing in a moment. All right, so same thing again. Be safe, but now lean backwards. Use that chair, lean backwards. What do you feel on your feet as you lean backwards? More pressure on the heels. Exactly. So go ahead and come back to neutral position and feel that kind of even itself out. Okay. So let's go back to the front again. Feel the pressure on the toe, but notice the rest of the body. See if you feel anything different on the rest of the body. And by the way, I'm happy with Diana answering, but anyone else can answer also, just so you know. So lean forward. You feel the pressure on your toes. What do you feel with the rest of your body? Mm-hmm. And you said, in the back? Yeah, their back starts to tighten up, right? And a lot of times you'll feel like the front part of your legs, like your thighs start to tighten, and your abdomen will start to tighten up also. All right? So, same thing, moving towards the back, leaning backwards. What do you feel? Stomach starts to tighten up. Also, a lot of times you feel the hamstrings and your glutes start to tighten. Hips. Yep. So your body is reacting when you're moving forward, moving backwards. It's not just your feet, but your whole body starts to react, right? And so a lot of times we quit our feet are constantly communicating with our brain, okay? But it's kind of like my teenage daughters in that they don't always listen, right? You kind of teach your brain so it doesn't listen anymore. It's giving you the information, but you don't listen, right? And so this is a really good way to become in touch with your feet again. One of my instructors says you put your mind in the gutter, but not the way you were thinking, because your feet are always in the gutter, right? But start to learn to listen to your feet because your feet are giving you all of this great information, all right? But we have to learn to listen to it. So sometimes a very common thing I see with people with Parkinson's is their posture starts to get bad. And a lot of that, they start to rotate forward. If you listen to your feet, if you feel more pressure on your toes than you do your heels, you're probably leaning forward and you should probably straighten your posture. If you feel more pressure on your heels, you're probably leaning backwards. Okay? And this is a really good way to find yourself in that Wuji position. You can kind of like lean forward. Here, I'll do it from the side. It works a little better from the side showing you. I can kind of like lean forward, feeling pressure on the toes, kind of lean backwards. I feel pressure on the heels. All right. I want somewhere in between there and kind of work a little bit, kind of going back and forth between the toes and the heels and feeling the upper body. And even like when you start to become real sensitive, you can move your head and you can feel that on your feet as you move your head. You can feel the pressure change on your feet. So your feet are that sensitive. Remember, they have all these nerve endings on them. That's why foot rubs feel so good, right? All right. So that's forward and backwards, right? But we can also lean side to side sometimes. So let's go ahead and try this. Go ahead and lean to the left and feel what your foot is telling you. Go ahead and straighten back up. How'd that feel? Right, and here, let's try this also. So now I want you to weight shift to the left, but not lean. So bend the left knee, shift your weight left, bending the knee. Feel how that feels different than what your foot just felt before? And come back to center again. So what I feel on my foot is as I weight shift, I feel the weight across both sides of the feet. It feels even when I weight shift and bend the knee. The foot feels solid on the ground. When I lean, and I found different people feel different ways. You'll either feel it usually on the outside of the foot or the inside of the foot. Some people, when they lean, they'll roll the knee in and then they'll feel it on the inside of the foot. Or sometimes when they lean out, they'll roll the knee out and they'll feel it on the outside of the foot. Either way, your foot, again, is giving you good information. All right. And what you want is a balance between the 2 feet, right? So you want to feel that balance. You don't want to feel more weight on one foot than the other foot. And you want to feel the weight to be solid across both feet. Okay. And then one other thing here, as you stand in the Wuji position, if you want a little bit more stability, what you want to do is put just a little more pressure, just like 5% more pressure on the outside of the feet. Okay. So if I put pressure on the inside of the feet, see how my knees kind of start to collapse a little bit? My knees kind of bend in. So I have more pressure on the inside of my feet. So you see the knees collapse. That's a neutral position. That's a little bit to the outside. Now, if you look at my legs, you can almost see an arch with my legs. And since we're from St. Louis, I don't need to describe to you how strong arches are, right? Um, but when you put just a little more pressure on the outside, the knees widen a little bit and you form this arch and you can become incredibly stable. Okay? So, why am I telling you all of this? Um, because number one, I want to turn this neural pathway between your brain and your feet into a super highway. And so, the only way to do that is to start to recognize it and start to listen to it. Okay? And the real power comes when you are listening to this, like when you're standing there while I'm talking, go, oh, I feel more pressure on my toes. I must be leaning forward. I need to straighten that. Or, oh, I'm feeling more pressure on my, I'll mirror you, I'm feeling more pressure on my right foot. So I must be leaning to the right. So I need to straighten that up. And this is something you can actually practice. You can stand at home in the Wuji position and just kind of close your eyes. That helps you put you in touch with your feet a little more. And like I said, you can kind of lean backwards, lean forward a little bit to one side and find the neutral, find the center position, and then see how your posture is. Okay? The real power comes when you're doing Tai Chi and you're listening to your feet simultaneously. So when you're standing on one foot, I'm feeling that foot that's on the ground, and it's telling me exactly what's happening with my upper body as I'm standing on one foot. And so when you really become in touch with your feet, um, when you really put your mind in the gutter, your feet give you all of this great information. Okay? So as we go through our warm-up exercises, start to listen to your feet. Okay? Any questions about that? Is that helpful or incredibly boring? um, Seriously, learn to listen to your feet. And like you said, you like to go barefoot, so you go barefoot at home. You can feel your feet even more. Sure. Okay. Good. That ankle exercise helps with neuropathy, pumping blood to the legs. Okay. All right. So, pardon me. Warm up Thought there was a comment. All right. Warm up exercises, starting with the chin tuck. All right. Again, listen to your feet. They're going to tell you some great information here. All right. I float the hands up in front of me. Hands to the chest, tucking in the chin. Listen to what your feet are telling you. Are you leaning backwards as you're doing this? Hands come out, chin gently floats up. Are you leaning forward? And then sink the chin to the chest without leaning forward, so the pressure on your feet should stay the same. Float the hands up in front of us. Hands to the chest, tucking in the chin. Feel a stretch on the back of the neck. Feel what your feet are telling you. Hands come out, chin gently floats up, and sink the chin to the chest. Pause for 1 second. This exercise makes a great example. Sometimes when we bend our chin to the chest, we lean forward, and you're going to feel that on your toes. Or sometimes when we tuck in the chin, we'll start to lean backwards, and you'll feel it on your heels. So this is a great exercise to learn to listen to your feet. Okay? Float the hands up in front of us. Pressure on the feet, forward, backward should stay the same as you tuck in the chin. Hands come out, chin gently floats up. Sink the chin to the chest. One more time. Float the hands up in front of us. Hands to the chest, tuck in the chin, keep looking straight ahead. Hands come out, chin gently floats up, and sink the chin to the chest. We're going to do that one more time. Make sure that you end up looking straight ahead, all right? So I float my hands up in front of me, look straight ahead, lock in like on this logo behind me. Tuck in the chin, keep looking straight ahead. Should be looking straight ahead. There we go. Hands come out, chin gently floats up, and sink the chin to the chest without leaning forward. Excellent. Next neck exercise, we're going to look side to side. And again, the pressure on your feet should stay even. If you start, like if you're turning to the right and you feel more pressure on the right foot, you're probably leaning to the right, not just turning the head. Okay? Prayer hand position. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top. Just turning the neck. Watch the right hand going over the right shoulder. Look to the right, gently push down on the left hand. And come back to prayer hands. Tai Chi ball, right hand is on top. Watch the left hand going over the left shoulder. Look to the left, gently push down on the right. And come back to prayer hands. Make sure you're turning your neck as you do this. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top. Watch the right hand going over the right shoulder. I'm turning the neck, feeling the stretch. Looking left, pushing down on the right hand. Come back to center. Prayer hands, good job. Tai Chi ball, right hand is on top. Watch the left hand going over the left shoulder. Look to the left, gently push down on the right. and come back to center. One more time. Tai Chi ball, left hand on top, right hand over the right shoulder, look to the right, gently push down on the left. Feel the nice stretch. Come back to center. My neck just popped. Tai Chi ball, right hand on top. Left hand, left shoulder, look left, gently push down on the right. And come back to prayer hands and relax the hands down. Beautiful. Forward shoulder circles. Again, listen to your feet. They'll tell you if you're leaning forward as you bring the shoulders forward, all right? So we bring the shoulders back, then up, then forward and down. Watch your posture. Shoulders back, up, forward, and down. Shoulders back, up, forward, and down. Now reverse that. Shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, down. Move those shoulders, shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Excellent. Next exercise, gathering chi. We're reaching for infinity. Imagine someone's gently pulling at your wrist. So inhale gently. We're reaching out, reaching up. Feel that beautiful stretch. Listen to what your feet are telling you. Exhale, relax the hands down. Sounds weird to say listen to your feet, doesn't it? Gently, we're reaching out, reaching up. Beautiful stretch. And relax the hands down. One more time, gently reaching out, reaching up, beautiful stretch. And exhale, relax the hands down. Very nice. Touching heaven and earth, we're lifting that head up by that silk thread. Imagine your head is floating to the ceiling, all right? Prayer hand position. Again, listen to what's happening with your feet. Left hand pushes up, right hand pushes down. Stretch the spine. And come back to center. Right hand up, left hand down. Again, gently stretch that spine. Should feel solid pressure on your feet. Come back to center. Left hand up, right hand down. Gently stretch the spine, float the head towards the ceiling. Come back to center. Right hand up, left hand down. Again, gently stretch that spine. And come back to center. One more time. Left hand up, right hand down. Float the head gently to the ceiling. Come back to center. Right hand up, left hand down. Again, gently stretch the spine. And come back to center. Prayer hands. Relax the hands down. That exercise is a great example. Sometimes when we put our hands up over our head, we tend to get light on our feet. Again, you should feel that same pressure on your feet. So as you're stretching the spine, you shouldn't feel like your feet are coming up off the ground. All right? Good way, once again, to kind of listen to your feet. Okay? All right. Next, you guys having fun? You look so serious, but I think you're just concentrating on your feet, right? All right. What do Attila the Hun and Winnie the Pooh have in common? Here's your teaser. Attila the Hun and Winnie the Pooh, what do they have in common? The same middle name. I didn't say it was a good joke, just said it was a joke. That's what makes it a dad joke. All right, so next exercise, we're carrying the ball from one side to the other. Again, listen to the feet. They'll tell you if you're leaning as opposed to rotating. Okay? Prayer hand position. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top. Gently turn to the left. Turn the ball over, right hand is on top. And gently turn to the right while listening to your feet. Are you leaning or are you rotating? Turn the ball over, left hand is on top. gently turn to the left. Pardon me, turn the ball over, right hand is on top, and gently turn to the right. Stay on the right as we turn the ball over, left hand is on top, gently turn to the left. Stay on the left, turn the ball over, right hand is on top, and gently turn to the right. And then we turn the ball over, come back to center, prayer hands, and relax the hands down. Awesome. Shake your legs loose. We're going to do one more standing exercise. Is that all right? You guys got one more in you? Okay. I'm going to join the kick line. Did I play baseball? Just a little bit. No, I ran cross country. That was my sport. Ah, okay. No, I ran cross country. That was I had an older brother who was good at any sport he played. Any sport he played, he was just amazing at it. And he never played for a formal team. He played pickup baseball and pickup basketball and anything. And right now he's an umpire up in Northern Virginia. Uh, and he's an amazing coach also. And I wasn't that good at many of the sports, but I started to run cross country and I became really, really good at that. Oh, I liked it. It was good for me. I brought home a bunch of hardware. I had some pretty amazing times. So, and it made me into who I am today. And but a lot of it because of my coach. So, oh, it's very good. That's what I've been blessed with great coaches and great teachers in my life. So, and I've been, maybe it might be dumb luck, but I've tried to learn from every one of them. So, all right, let's do a leg strengthening exercise. Concentrate on keeping the knee bent, keeping the upper body straight. And remember, listen to what your foot is telling you. It's telling you whether you feel pressure on the inside or outside, forward or backward. It's telling you where your body is at, all right? So weight shifts to the left, bend in the left knee, bring the right foot in, tap right toe next to the left foot, and listen to that left foot. Tap the right toe out in front of us, empty, keeping all the weight left, and return to the cat stance. Tap right toe out to the side, keep all your weight on the left, and cat stance. Left leg is barking at you right about now, right? Tap the right toe behind us. Again, listen to your left foot. Good spacing on the feet. Back to the cat stance. And return to neutral, Wu Ji. Awesome. Other side, weight shifts to the right. Keep a bend in the right knee, left foot, cat stance. Use your chair if you need to. Tap left toe to the front, empty. And return to the cat stance. Listen to your foot. What is it telling you about your posture? Tap left foot out to the side. And return to the cat stance. And tap left toe behind us. Keep plenty of space between your feet. Side to side space. Cat stance. And return to Wu Ji. Awesome. Isn't that a fun exercise? Yeah, it's a tough exercise. Shake your legs loose. Pardon me? Well, no, I was thinking about just doing that exercise the rest of the hour. Doesn't that sound like fun? All right. um, all right, go ahead. Have a seat. Shake your legs loose. I'm going to grab a chair without arms on it, come to think of it. Make it a little easier. Are you saying my class isn't relaxing? You're saying my class isn't relaxing? Oh, yeah, really? Oh, cool. Yeah, no, 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 no. There's my experience has been my mom had Parkinson's. I've been working with people with Parkinson's for probably over a decade now. I've had lots of Parkinson's students, and my experience has been the people that exercise every day are the ones that have the most successful Parkinson's journey. And you have to find, and somebody will say, well, what's the best exercise for Parkinson's? It's the one that you will do. Um, if Tai Chi is a great exercise, there's all kinds of research saying that Tai Chi is good for people with Parkinson's, a lot having to do with balance. But if you don't like Tai Chi, it's not going to be a good exercise for you. But walking is a good exercise, but walking is not a balance exercise. So when you choose what exercise you want to do, I would choose an exercise that has balance incorporated into it at least once or twice a week. I would also incorporate an exercise that has relaxation in it. That tightness and tenseness you feel sometimes with Parkinson's, let that relax. But do something you like. If you like to swim, swim. If you like to run, run. If you want to play baseball, play, join a softball league or a baseball, men's baseball or something. Hmm. Hmm. All of the instructors here have been specifically trained to help people with Parkinson's. And I know the instructors really well. And they have a heart for working with people with Parkinson's. They really do. So, all right, let's sit Tai Chi style. We're still working on that, I see. Sit up on the edge of the chair. Feet flat on the floor, 90-degree bend between the upper and the lower leg. Rock forward on the pelvis, head lifted by a silk thread. Good straight body posture in this direction. Good straight body posture in this direction. Let's start off with our hip exercise. So turn to the right hand side of the chair, knees together. You can say hi to everybody on the right hand side of the room. Unless you're on the right hand side of the room, you can wave out the window. Start with the left. Yeah, it's interesting. My eye is trained to go towards movement, so I have to retrain my brain in this room because there's constantly cars driving by. So I have to kind of train my brain to ignore those. It's the first few days here. It's nice to have these great windows to look at, but I had to train my brain not to look at the cars. So, all right, left leg. We're going to slide the left leg out. We're going to keep the right angle between the upper and the lower leg. We're going to keep it coming straight up out of the ground, so we're not leaning it like this. And we're going to keep the upper body nice and straight. You want to concentrate the stretch. Don't combine those two words to the inside of the legs. You'll feel it in the hips, sometimes the lower back. All right. Let's start out with just the leg first. So slide the left leg out. Feel that nice stretch. And then bring the knees back together again. Beautiful. Let's add the hands. So prayer hand position. Slide the left leg out and imagine you're pushing your hands against a wall on your right. And come back to center. Slide the left leg out, push against that imaginary wall on the right, and come back to center. Beautiful. Relax the hands down. Walk over to the left hand side and say hi to everybody on the left hand side of the room. You notice the one poster, they're doing Tai Chi. That movement is called Dancing with Rainbows. Yeah, pretty name, isn't it? Same thing. Let's do just the leg once with the right leg. Slide the right leg out. And bring the right leg, bring the knees together again. Let's add the hands, prayer hand position. Slide the right leg out, push against that imaginary wall on the left. And come back to center. Sit up nice and straight and tall. Slide the right leg out, push against that imaginary wall on the left. And come back to center. Go ahead and walk back to center. Shake the legs loose. It's important to keep those hips flexible. You found, I think I've said this before, people that can move sideways, move laterally, have better balance than those that can't. They don't know why, but I'm sure somebody will study it. Second hip exercise, 2 motions with the leg. Push the foot down, lift the leg up. Keep the back straight, keep the body straight. Okay? So I'm sitting up nice and straight and tall, hands down at the sides. Start with the left leg, pick the left knee up to the chest, hands behind us. Keep that back and body straight. Good job. Float the foot to the ground. Hands in front of us and push down on the left foot, hard as you can. Push down, push, 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 and relax. Lift the left knee to the chest, keeping the back and the body straight. Lift the head and the knee kind of simultaneously, and then relax. Hands in front of us and push down on the left foot, hard as you can. Push, 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 and relax. One more time. Lift the left knee to the chest. Keep the back and the body straight, and relax. And then hands in front of us and push down on the left foot, hard as you can. Push, 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 and relax. Beautiful. Other side, lift the right knee to the chest. Lift the head simultaneously. Keep the back and body straight. Float the foot to the ground, hands in front of us. Push down on the right foot, hard as you can. Push, 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 and relax. 2 more times. Lift the right knee to the chest, keeping the back and the body straight. And relax. Hands in front of us. And push down on the right foot, hard as you can. Push, 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 and relax. Make sure you're looking straight ahead. Don't get caught looking down and starting to rotate forward. Lift the right knee to the chest, keeping the back and the body straight. And relax. And again, keeping the body straight, push down on the right foot, hard as you can. Push, 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 and relax. Beautiful. Sometimes when we're pushing down, we kind of start to lean forward to try and get a little bit more leverage. We're wanting to keep the body straight, really work that core. All right? All right, shake your legs loose. Good work. By the way, in traditional Chinese medicine, they believe that different sounds will help heal different areas or organs of the body. So there's different sounds that you can make with like the bells or a gong. Okay, yeah. But there's also different sounds that you can make. Like there's a certain sound that will help your kidney, another sound that will help your heart. In fact, I talked with one guy. Okay, you can't do this. All right. I talked with one gentleman at a Tai Chi conference who went to a cardiologist, and he's like, "Yeah, we're going to need to operate on your heart." And the guy said, "Can you give me?" It was either a month or 2 months. And the guy's like, "Yeah, but that's about all I can give you before I'm really going to start. You know, it's your body; you can do what you want, but I'm really going to start pounding on you." So this guy went home. He did standing meditation, something called Jin Zhuan, and made the sound that is there's a sound you make with your mouth, and I don't remember which one it is that you make that helps heal your heart. He went back to the cardiologist, and the cardiologist said, "I don't know what to tell you, but it's healed. You don't need to have the surgery now." And the guy said, "Why don't you tell all of your patients about this?" And he said, "How long do you think I would be in business as a cardiologist if someone came to me and I said, 'You have a heart problem, but if you stand and make this sound, you'll get all better.'" Yeah. um, However, there is good research showing Tai Chi actually helps people that have had heart attacks, and one of the mechanisms of that is because Tai Chi can be relaxing. It takes a lot of the stress off of the body, and that's one reason why I think it's good for people with Parkinson's. As you guys know, having Parkinson's is a stress. When your doctor told you, "I'm diagnosing you with Parkinson's disease," your stress level took a bump up, right? And so relaxation through yoga, through Tai Chi, can be very, very beneficial. And in fact, there was one study done regarding breathing that they took It was a fairly large group of people that had a heart attack, split them into two groups. One group did the normal therapy that they give you for a heart attack. The other group did that, but they also incorporated deep breathing on a daily basis. The one group, and I don't know what their acidity rate is on people that have heart attack, but if you have a heart attack, you're more likely to have another heart attack. And the group that went through the normal physical therapy had the normal rates of return. The group that did the physical therapy but added breathing, zero people from that group had a heart attack within 2 years. Nobody. I don't remember the exact number. It's on my website, on my blog. If you look on, I've got a couple blogs on breathing. I refer to the study there. I refer to several studies there. That the one on heart attack, it was a sizable group. It wasn't just like 6 people. I think I want to say the group was like 50 people originally. So 25 and 25, they split them into. So it was significant. So, all right, heel kick. 4 motions with the leg, picking the leg up, kicking the leg out, toe is up, picking the leg back up, don't skip this step, floating the foot to the ground. Keep the back straight, keep the body straight, all right? Punch out the opposite hand if you are able to. Concentrate first on the legs, then worry about the hands, all right? I'd much rather see you have your hands down at your sides and doing the kicks than not moving the feet and just doing this with your hands, okay? All right. Sitting up nice and straight and tall, feet flat on the floor, heads lifted by the silk thread, not cotton, not polyester. Pick up the left leg, heel kick left, punch out the right fist. Pick up the left leg and float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg, heel kick right, punch out the left fist. Pick up the right leg and float the foot to the ground. Don't skip that third step. Pick up the left leg, heel kick left, punch out the right fist. Pick up the left leg, let it float, and float it to the ground. Pick up the right leg, heel kick right, punch out left fist. Pick up the right leg, let it hover, float it to the ground. Beautiful. We're going to do 2 more each side. Pick up the left leg, heel kick left, punch out the right fist. Pick up the left leg, float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg, heel kick right, punch out left fist. Pick up the right leg, float the foot to the ground. One more time. Pick up the left leg, heel kick left, punch out the right fist. Pick up the left leg, float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg, heel kick right, punch out left fist. Pick up the right leg and float the foot to the ground. Beautiful. Shake those legs loose. Nice work. All right. Feel that work your legs, right? Okay. You better say yes or we're just going to keep doing it. All right. Next exercise, toe kick. Looks the same as the last exercise. Only difference is we were doing a heel kick. Now we're going to do a toe kick. Going to point the toe forward. All right. I recommend on this exercise, when you lift the leg up, sometimes the tendency is to let the toe kind of stay dropped and then toe kick and come back. I think it works a lot better when you lift the leg up, kind of lift the toe up, then toe kick, and then come back and float the foot to the ground. Gives the ankle a little bit more work, gives you one more thing to think about because 20 things are not enough. Hands loosely gripped at the belt line. Pick up the left leg, toe kick left, punch out the right fist. Pick up the left leg, let it hover, float the foot to the ground. Good job. Pick up the right leg, toe kick right, punch out left fist. Pick up the right leg, let it hover, float the foot to the ground. You almost got by with it. Pick up the left leg, toe kick left, punch out the right fist. Pick up the left leg, float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg, toe kick right, punch out left fist. Good extension. Pick up the right leg, float the foot to the ground. Pause for 1 second. You guys are looking good. All right, so I've given you different ways to kind of open the body up. going back to like the gathering chi, reaching for infinity. It's a really good way to open up the body horizontally, right? You're reaching out, feel the stretch in the chest and the back, shoulder and elbow. Really good way to open that body horizontally. And then I've given you touching heaven and earth, where you can open up the body vertically between the hip and the shoulders. You're opening, expanding the body, even kind of opening up the neck a little bit with that one. These are good for everybody. I think they're especially important for people with Parkinson's to help you with the rigidity. Parkinson's wants to make the body kind of contract on itself, get rigid and tight, and you're resisting that. You're opening and expanding your body. So this seated heel kick, seated toe kick is a really good way to open up the legs, all right? And it's beautiful to do this from the chair. So when I'm doing the heel kick, when I get here, I keep a bend in the knee, but I try and increase the space between my heel and my hip. So I kind of push out on that leg and feel the leg stretch and open, all right? So as I'm kicking out, you don't hyperextend the knee, but kind of push out on that heel, and you'll feel the leg and the muscles in the leg kind of expand. Same thing happens with a toe kick, except now I'm increasing the distance between my toe and my hip. So I kind of push out and I feel the leg kind of open and expand, all right? So if you're having stiffness in the legs, this is a really good exercise to kind of open up the legs, all right? And the chair is a really good place to work on this, because you don't have to concentrate so much on your balance, but you can work on kind of opening the legs up, okay? All right, you can do this from the standing, like you can do a standing heel kick and kind of push out, but you're concentrating on a bunch of different things, so just keep one at a time, right? So if you want to try that for the next 2 toe kicks, go right ahead, all right? Hands loosely gripped at the belt line. Pick up the left leg, toe kick left, punch out the right fist, and here you can kind of extend out a little bit if you want. And then pick up that left leg, float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg, toe kick right, again, kind of extend out, point that toe out, and then pick up the right leg, float the foot to the ground. Pick up the left leg, toe kick left, punch out the right fist, kind of open, extend that leg if you feel like it, and then pick up that left leg, let it hover, and float it to the ground. Pick up the right leg, toe kick right, again, kind of open and extend, and then pick up that right leg, let it hover, and float it to the ground. Shake the legs loose. Nice work. All right. Let's stay seated and do our ankle exercises to finish out today. So with our left foot, touch heel and toe. Heel and toe. Don't look at your feet. Learn to feel your feet. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. One more time. Heel and toe. Beautiful. Right foot. Same. Heel, toe, heel, toe. Feel your heel touch the ground. Feel your toe touch the ground. Heel, toe, heel, toe. One more time. Heel and toe. Back to center. You mentioned you have foot neuropathy. One thing that I have some of my students do that worry about neuropathy is, and we don't have one here in this room, but let's say you have a transition in your house where this side's carpet and this is hardwood floor or tile. To do that exercise and go like heel, toe, and work like heel, toe, barefoot on the carpet, and feel the carpet, feel your heel and toe touch the carpet, feel your heel and toe touch the tile, and then alternate heel, toe, or from this side, heel, toe. And don't look, but start to feel what you're touching with your foot. You could also do the same, like if I was here, I could take something slick like the back of a clipboard or something like that, and do that here from the chair, and do that very same thing. It might work, it might not. If you don't do anything, nothing's going to improve. If you try, something might improve. All right. Yeah, there you go. Well, you're doing a. Oh, yeah. Yes, most definitely. Most definitely. Yep. And learning to, try and test the feel. Walking on brick and concrete, totally different feel. So you can even, like, there's the aggregate kind of concrete as opposed to regular concrete. So you can, practice those different things and feel, when you're walking through your house, am I walking on carpet right now? Am I walking on tile floor or hardwood or whatever? Ah, yes. Mm-hmm. Right. Those probably grip more on carpet than they do laminate. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but you have to make sure, like, if you have a problem with foot freezing, that might be a bad thing. Or if you drag your feet, that might be a bad thing. Right. But I encourage all my Parkinson's friends, lift your knees when you walk. Get out of the habit of doing this. That's why when I do the touch the heel and touch the toe, I work on lifting the knee. I didn't really discuss that today, but I try and work with my Parkinson's friends. Make sure you lift your knees when you are walking. And this is the other thing that I preach is use your ears when you walk. Listen to what's happening with your feet. If your feet are scuffing, if you're doing this, you're dragging your feet and you're going to end up tripping over something. If you're going up one of these concrete ramps and you feel and your feet are scuffing, you're dragging your feet. If you're tripping over door thresholds, again, you're dragging your feet. So you need to lift your knees when you walk. Mm-hmm. Yep. Um, it it does look funny, but it does. It works really well, and even worse is someone, if you've taken a fall and you're worried about, well, everyone's going to think I look strange when I walk around like this. Well, someone looking down and going, "Are you okay?" Um, also doesn't feel real good. So in Tai Chi, there's a movement called Walk Like a Warrior where you do this, and it's a leg strengthening exercise. So that's exaggerating that movement. Um, I do sometimes do the walk like a warrior if I want to get if I feel like my leg strength needs to get increased. There's three movements. They call them triple burners. That's the first one. The second one is doing this. I call it a mule kick. I forget what they call it, but you try and walk. And so you do the walk like a warrior for 2 minutes, and then you mule kick for 2 minutes, and then you do squats for 2 minutes. And they call it a triple burner because your legs do burn afterwards. All right, final exercise for the ankle. Touch little toe and big toe. Outside of the foot, inside of the foot, little toe, big toe. And then shift right foot, little toe, big toe. Outside, inside, little piggy, and big piggy. Beautiful. Let's do our 3 cool down exercises. Lightly punch or slap your legs. I worked your legs pretty hard today, so hydrate. All right, and we're coming off of a heat wave, so make sure that you hydrate, plenty of water, okay? Don't be like my mother and drink 8 ounces and go, see, I'm drinking lots of water. No, mom, you have to do 8 more of those. That's you? Yeah, my mom would drink 8 ounces and go, see, I'm drinking lots of water. No, you're not, mom. You have to drink 8 more of those. Then we'll talk. Tighten up all the muscles of the body and relax. Tighten up the muscles and relax. And one more time, tighten up the muscles and relax and gather chi. Inhale and exhale. We're going to do that 2 more times. I'm going to give you something to think about if you're not drinking enough water. So, one of the symptoms of Parkinson's is rigidity, right? The body feels tight, all right? So when you're not drinking enough water, I want you to think about a piece of beef jerky that is just meat that has had the water removed from it, right? And if you don't believe me, take a piece of beef jerky and put it in a pan of water and come back and look at it an hour and see what the difference is between the two. When you're depriving your body of water, you're making your muscles into beef jerky. All right. Hydrate the body, let the body open and relax. Okay. And the brain also, I believe 80% of the brain is water. So dehydration, seriously, one of the signs of dehydration is confusion because the brain doesn't work as well. So that's one of the signs of dehydration. So if you think you're not drinking, or if you think you're not thinking clearly, drink more water. Mhm. Have yourselves a great week. I'm here tomorrow. Come on by and see me. Otherwise, have a great week and weekend, and we'll see you guys next Thursday. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate it. Lana, Dee, Carl, Glenn, Cheryl, Diana, Joseph. And I'm Craig.